Oh, what is up, my guys and my gals? Today, we're doing a cinematography breakdown of a song called Anxiety by some friends by the band name of Your Last Chance. These guys are really special to me. My band Earthgroans has played with them many times in Omaha. It's like our favorite city to play in. So getting to direct some music videos for these guys is always a really fun time. They're a bunch of goofy boys, but they're really talented too, and that's the best for me. I like goofy, talented people. This one's called Anxiety. I already said that. Saying it again. Like to clarify. For this video, we had pretty limited time on the set that we rented. We rented out this like really grungy, huge concrete basement, and we only had like 5 hours total to shoot this whole thing. And we knew it was gonna be really run and gun. So there's 5 band members and 1 actress, and we kind of shot some of the stuff at the same time. Let's just kind of like jump right into it. We see a girl, see a little logo flashy, little title sequence real fast. I love like really fast cuts like that. So this is just kind of like establishing the whole video. So obviously her hair is soaking wet. She's in a bathtub, and yeah, we're just seeing our character for the first time. So we put her in this bathtub, put like rose petals in the water, and we wanted to do this thing where, since the song's called Anxiety, I wanted to have the band around her and they're like facing outward. I thought that was kind of like a thing that I haven't really seen done. So just kind of like making her feel even more alone in the story, because they're kind of like almost ignoring her in a sense. So she's just kind of like sitting there like, and she's kind of the embodiment of anxiety in this film. So let's see what we got, really. Let's check it out. So this whole video was lit with light bulbs. I brought my LED kit and I was gonna light everything up, and when we got there, it just like didn't feel right. We had all these bulbs that we hung from the ceiling, and I really just wanted to like hang all of them up and see if that could be enough to light everything. And it turned out pretty clean. It turned out good. It's a little, there's a little bit of grit and grain in here, but I don't mind it. We're lighting everything with light bulbs, which was just kind of fun because it created like some weird like shadows, and it looks different. It just looks like kind of like gnarly, but I think it fits the song and the location in like this grungy basement. Okay, so these 2 shots here are pretty important to the story. It kind of goes into a little bit like slower, heavy part here, and I just had her like slowly put her hands into the water and basically just signifying like she's starting to like sink into her anxiety, like almost like succumb to it. So there's this shot of her putting her hands in the water and then her like starting to go down into the water. And then Andy, the singer of the band and guitar player, had this idea to do like kind of like little glitchy things just to support like the kind of the wishy-washy feeling of anxiety, the back and forth, the struggle. I wanted to have the camera kind of constantly parallaxing, but handheld. So it was like unsteady and like always moving. So like this shot of the vocalist, I'm kind of just going parallaxing from left to right, keeping him in the center of the frame, but it's handheld. So it's like, it's changing the whole time, and it looks rough and cool. I love that. So Andy, he sings and plays guitar. He had this idea to do like some glitchy looking effects in the video. There's a lot of music videos that use like the RGB glitch effects, and it's like cool, but super overused in my opinion. So I wanted to do some sort of like glitch that doesn't look super unnatural, and I wanted it to support the story, the idea of like anxiety, like pulling you back and forth and kind of like making you feel separated. I went with this idea. Check this out. So you can see there's just like another layer of him on this side of the frame, and it's got super reduced opacity. So all I did was duplicate this image, move it to the right a little bit, and pull the opacity way down. And I did that on like syncopated hits so that it like really went with the music and supported the idea of the anxiousness of the story. So yeah, there's another one of those like little glitch daddies. So it just starts normal, and then like on a hit, it kind of glitches out. I love you can see her in the background here. I tried to keep all those consistent because they're filmed separately. But so she's back there, and then little glitch daddy right there. Yeah, super cool. I love that. It turned out pretty cool. This is my favorite shot in the whole video. So I'm just gonna let you watch it really quick. Watch this. Okay. So I just basically, I started like here in the water, and I had the focus set to her hand, and it's so cool. She had goosebumps on her arm, and I just kind of like slowly like rocked backwards with the camera and pulled the focus simultaneously while coming backwards. And you can see like the focus like pulls back on her arm, and you can see the goosebumps, and it's like it like pulls you with her arm and shows you the goosebumps, and then like whips into the shot of Andy bringing his head down. It's like, oh man, I love that kind of stuff. I love when it happens on set and you can't plan it, but it just like adds so much to the video, and it's just such a small moment. Here's another moment that I really love, and it's very subtle, and I hope people pick up on it, but there's this moment where she kind of like lashes out and tries to like fight back against the like feelings of anxiety, and she like raises her hands up, slow motion, water shots flying onto the lens, looks so cool. And then when she comes back down and hits the water, the light bulbs are shaking. So like before, they're not moving at all. They're totally still right here. A little bit of a zoom in post. Then when she smashes the water, boom, they're shaking. I love that. It's almost like a little explosion of energy. And I just basically like had the guys walk around and like poke the light bulbs to get them swaying, and then they step out of frame and we'd shoot the shot again. So I'd try to keep the camera in the same spot so it looked like when she hit the water, the bulbs start moving, because I just cut to that second shot. I had this shot of her like eyes up close, and I wanted to kind of like make it seem like the viewer is seeing into her thoughts. And there's this really like fast-paced sequence where she's seeing herself smashing the water, like fighting back, and she's like imagining herself fighting back, and this is what it turned out like. Oh man, yeah. So she's seeing herself fight back, and there's this moment of release, and then she actually just like sinks back into the water. So she knows what she wants to do, but there's such a struggle there that she kind of just like sinks back. And that's how I saw it. That's how I interpreted it and edited it. Interpreted it and edited it. You know what I mean? It's not that hard to figure out, kids. I love like having the actor say a really important line of the lyrics and then sync it up. So there's this line where Andy's singing, just breathe, basically like trying to calm you down from the anxiety. And so I had her do that while sinking into the water, and then synced it up and added one of those little like glitchy effects on it. And I love how it turned out. Okay, so here's like the very end. She's coming out of the water. And I kind of left this part up for like audience interpretation, but in my mind, I really wanted it to be like a story of freedom, which is why I kind of like showed the water there, like she came out of it. Sometimes I like leaving videos open-ended like that, kind of like Inception when he spends the top at the end, and you're like, okay, is he in a dream or is this real life? I like doing that sometimes with videos like this, because this is a topic that I think a lot of people can relate to, and I'm sure like different people will grab different things from it, and hopefully something good that they can relate with. If you have questions about anything cinematography related, hit me up in the comments or shoot me an email. And if you guys like these kinds of videos, subscribe, because I'm doing 3 videos a week and I love doing breakdowns like this. Let me know what you think. God bless you, children. Have a wonderful day. Love your neighbor. Treat each other with respect. Make something wonderful today, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. I'm smiling like an idiot right now.